To give all glory, praises, and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Ba'ashai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash.
Right? Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to the brothers that's teaching this truth and sincerity. Shalom to the hopeful elect. 1/3. Sincere listeners, alright? This is GMS Toronto, back again, prophesying the downfall of this wicked kingdom, alright? Known as Babylon the Great. Okay? And here it is, man. You know we're in the last days, man. The way these people are acting, alright? Rebelliousness at an all-time high. You know, brother pulled Sirach 10 for me. I want to go into that and then go in the spirit from there. But, you know, like I said, rebelliousness is at an all-time high, man. And why is that, man? Because the rulers of this place, okay, they set the standard, man. You know? As the scriptures are going to get into. So everybody's trying to be the leader, man. Everybody's playing follow the leader. Yet the so-called leader is actually a damn imbecile, man. A degenerate. Okay? They want to push forward all type of degeneracy, PDPO, you know, stuff. That's the new thing that they're trying to push on the people, man. That's all part of the umbrella of that alphabet agenda, man. And AMBLA and all that weird shit, man. You know? But this is the judgment for you people anyways, man. If you never took heed, you never feared, especially our people, the Israelites, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Alright, you never feared the words of the Heavenly Father, man. The ways that He wanted you to follow, man. Your view. You never wanted to adhere to listening, man. Okay? Only the remnant is going to actually adhere to the Heavenly Father, man. Turn back. Okay?
Sirach 10:1. A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered.
That's right. That's what a wise judge will do. You see what I'm saying? But here it is. We live in a society full of chaos, disorder, confusion. Right? That's why this place is known as Babylon the Great, right? Okay? Woman is over the man. Right? Children are over men. You see what I'm saying? Your children rule over you in the society, as the scriptures say, man. Okay? Here it is, you're a man of the Most High. Yeah, and when you have children, they're supposed to be serving you, man. You know, but it's the opposite of this place. When you have women, they're supposed to be serving you. And you people are, you simps are serving women. Okay?
Because the word woman, it means servant.
Right.
Right?
Right? When things are all flipped upside down now, man. Right?
But just to say, you know, because you're speaking of rulers and how corrupt we are,
Right.
we just had the former Canadian president, Brian Mulroney, he just passed away
Right.
at the age of like 80, right along with Lord Jacob Rothschild, the fourth Baron. So a lot of you corrupt rulers, they dropped in dead. But a lot of people don't realize they live that long. It's not a blessing onto them because they live that long. It's really because it's really a curse onto them. And the Lord is making them rack up charges. But if you remember Brian Mulroney and what he did, you know, he brought Canada into the NAFTA agreement, the North American Free Trade Agreement. And that caused Canada to fall, right? And that didn't benefit the working man. It actually benefited the rich, the corporations, the investors, the property holders. So a lot of your rulers that were corrupt, that were over you, they were trying to get over on you and to keep you down and to bring up the rich. These are people that are in power, man. Right? Just since you're going into Sirach 10.
That's right.
As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. And what manner of the ruler of the city is, such are all that dwell therein.
That's right, man. You want to point the finger at Jake and Jake's criminal, Jake's this. Where did he learn that behavior from, man? He learned that from you, Esau. Edom, the criminal, the crimson man, the red man, getting caught red-handed. That's where all that things go back to, man. All right? That's why you have all this chaos and degeneracy now. Freaking out to me and my mom. That's how you rule in this place, man. You know? And you know, with having this chaos and disorder amongst the Israelites is what's going to keep you, quote-unquote, in power, man. So that's why you strive so hard to keep us in a state of confusion. All right? The nation of Israel as a whole, man. to distract us with all type of folly, man.
Right?
You know?
Habakkuk 2, verse 15. Woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink, that putteth thy bottle to him, and makest him drunken also, that thou mayest look on their nakedness.
That's right, man. So here it is. He's giving us all different types of philosophies, you know, to adhere to abide by, you know, gang culture, you know, these women thought culture, or bot culture, whatever you want to call it, man. Because our women are whores, man. Okay, and it's plain to see, it's evident. You see that all on the social media, man. Our women are the only women that never covered up, man. All right? They're wearing the tightest piece of clothing. Okay, and if you want to know the state of a nation, you look at their women, man. You see the state of our women bogged out, man. It's being spearheaded by, you know, Sexy Red and these type of degenerates there, man. You know?
You should actually be on a covered up,
Right.
you know, from head to toe.
Yep.
What's that one? Sirach 10 and 3. An unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in the authority, the city shall be inhabited.
Right, even so, man, us waking up to this truth, we're learning to be wise kings, man. Because eventually the elect, they're going to be the rulers of this world. Right? Okay, so it's our job to know right and wrong, man. So that's why we're actually learning good and evil on this side, man. You know, and that's why we actually have to endure the evil that we see, man. And just
Because we still didn't get the tree of life yet.
Right,
So we're going through the whole good and evil.
right.
But we're trying to stay on the good.
That's right, man. A world full of wickedness, man. And it's, you know,
It's hard.
it's hard.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But the Most High has his remnant, his elect, man, that he's gonna carry. You know? It's a very narrow walk, this walk, man. Now that's why you don't see crowds of loads of people here, man. Alright?
The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time will he set over it one that is profitable.
That's right. That's Yahushua, man. That's one that's gonna be profitable, man. It's gonna be his kingdom, okay? Alongside the Israelites, alright? His people. You see what I'm saying? And then the earth is gonna be restored into its natural order again, man. No more pollution, alright? No more talks of lowering carbon footprint and all that weird shit, man. Which really leads to you people being put to death anyways, right? When they talk about lowering carbon footprint, that's just a population control, man. You see what I'm saying? But the Heavenly Father is actually going to bring forth a righteous population control. Because a lot of people are put to death anyways, right? During World War III, all right? Famine, diseases that are coming, man. Real pestilences that you're going to see, man. Flesh-eating diseases, man. You're really going to see visible. It's dropping dead, man. By the millions. Okay, that's what's coming to this place.
All right, we're gonna have the situation of falling prices.
Right.
And it's not just gonna be one prices. We're gonna have a big stage for them to pretty much implode everything, right? To the migrants, whether they have the civil war or cyber attack or both, right? And then they close everything down. And guess what? To start up, they're gonna have the solution, right? The secret. It's going to be one digital system, right? You're going to lose all your stocks and your bonds and investments and all your things you have. You're going to beg for a percentage, right? You're going to system on. You're going to take that shit willingly, you know? And then from there, you think you're going to be good. That's when the Most High is really going to start working. He's going to have the poly crisis happen, and it's not going to be done through Esau. It's going to be done through supernatural means.
Psalms, like the second Esdras 15 and 5. Behold, said the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Therefore, said the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit. Neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves.
That's right. And Most High said he's holding his tongue no more, man. He's going to refrain from that. He's actually going to show himself, he's going to reveal himself. You see what I'm saying? 'Cause a lot of you people are proud of saying things that there is no God. There is no Most High, man. Okay? But he's a power that hideth himself. He built it. He let Esau, he set up Esau, man. He set up Esau as a ruler, the so-called white man as a ruler, man.
He inflated his pride.
Right.
You know, that's why it says in Second Ezra that the world was turned into the old silence 7 days. Right? Men were ignorant. There was a great war of ignorance. You know, people doing this and going this way and doing that. Right? Alchemy and witchcraft and whatever else they're doing. Right? And now the Lord, like the brother said, he's revealing himself, man. And you people are lost as ever. You know who their prophet is? Cat Williams.
Oh,
Yeah, you watch Cat Williams.
Comedian.
Which you should watch that thing, right? Because they talk about certain stuff. But when you really watch it and you have prudence, you laugh at a lot of stuff, right? Because that guy set up. He set up to say some things. And you got people quoting in the comment boards one little quote that they said, oh, it's like a quote, it's like a biblical quote. Because that's their idol, man. You know?
I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness.
Let's see.
Therefore, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit. Neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the soul of the just complain continually. And therefore, said the Lord, I will surely avenge them, and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among
That's right. So
them.
the Lord's going to avenge his people, man. Because he said so, man. His name's sake, for his name's sake, man. You see what I'm saying? He's not going to have us going outside the way we're going outside right now, man. You see, we're taking L's on this side, man. But the elect is going to be redeemed. All right? That's all part of the good news, man. The gospel, man. And it's only for the Israelites, man.
So we won't be out here anymore, man.
That's right, man. Famine of the word is coming, man. Trudeau's coming with a new bill to pass,
It's
man.
already out.
It's, yeah,
It already passed that bill.
that's right. It's
So-
serious,
so-
yeah.
So brothers have to be really careful, man.
That's right, man.
Right? You know that they said that you can get arrested, somebody can report you, and they fear for somebody can report you for the reason of them fearing you're gonna spread future hate, so to speak. Pretty much, you didn't even do anything. Oh, I fear for my, for hate speech, and they can report you, right? And you can be brought before a judge, right? Before kangaroo court. It's all a damn joke, but
Yeah.
you know what? This place is going down.
That's right.
That's all that means. It's not for us to even fear more, right? It's actually for us to be happy,
Yeah.
right? Because when these things come to pass, that means this man is over. This man is over.
Doors of mercy are closing, man. Ultimately. Most High is we're not gonna be out here forever, man. People think, you see the prophets, it's just another day in the neighborhood. You see what I'm saying? There's gonna come a time where you're gonna be looking for us, man. And we're not gonna be here. You should have been here when we were out in the open, man. Hidden in plain sight.
See the Lord while the day be found.
That's right.
And therefore, saith the Lord, I will surely avenge them, and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them to dwell in the land of Egypt. But I will
So,
break.
okay, that actually goes back to, I believe that's in James 5. It says the cries entered into the ears of the Lord of Sabaoth. Because also, if you go back and you compare to what happened to Abel, when he complained, when he was murdered by Cain, his spirit went back up to the Lord and he started actually complaining. And that's actually going on right now. You have the saints, which are the Israelites who were fallen and died, who were murdered by Esau, Edom, and the other nations. And they're actually asking for revenge. And the Lord's going to bring that back. Right? Our people, we thirst for that. A lot of people, a lot of our people in the spirit, they know that some type of repayment, some type of compensation has to come back to us.
Right.
And it's not going to be in the form of money. It's actual physical violence. Right? They want it.
That's what the transition of kingdoms is. It's a physical violence, man.
Blood, sweat, and
You know?
tears.
It's a seizing of goods, including women, booty, spoil. Pretty much justice, man. That's what our people really like. And they first after that justice. They're so Babylonianized that you think justice is that Federal Reserve note, man. legal timber.
But I will grip them with a mighty hand and stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with the plague as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. And Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that Yahweh shall bring upon it.
That's right, man. The plagues of Egypt are going to return, man. Okay? Those supernatural plagues that the Messiah had sent down on the people, man. All right, the locusts. Okay? The rivers turn into blood. Defiling the river, the water. Right? Apparitions. Yep. The chariots, man. Chariots are the curse of the earth that go to and fro, man.
I got the precept for it. This is Exodus chapter 9, verse 13. And Yahweh said unto Moses, Rise up early in the morning and stand before Pharaoh and say unto him, Thus saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Rashai, power of the Hebrews, let my people go, that they may serve me. For I'll at this time send all my plagues upon thine heart, and upon thy servants, and upon thy people, that thou mayest know that there is none like me in all the earth. For now I will stretch out my hand, that I may smite thee and thy people with pestilence, and that thou shalt be cut off from the earth. And in very deed for this cause have I raised thee up, for to show in thee my power, and that my name may be declared throughout all the earth.
That's right, man. And the Lord's name is going to be redeclared throughout all the earth, and it's already being declared. All right, throughout the four corners of the earth, starting with his men. All right, starting with the apostles and elders on down of Great Millstone. Okay, we're the ones saying the name Yahweh Wa Yahweh Shai, man. Okay, which is the God and the Son we ignorantly know as Jesus Christ. And it's not Jesus, right? No. It's crazy.
When Jesus is like a compound word, that is Zeus. He's saying, I am Zeus. Right? You mean, I am Zeus. Right? Fine.
Well, you have more, right?
I can go a little more. So it says here, verse 17, As yet exaltest thyself against my people, that thou wilt not let them go. Behold, tomorrow about this time I will cause it to rain a very grievous hail, such as have not been in Egypt since the foundation thereof, even until now. Send therefore now and gather thy cattle and all that thou hast in the field, for upon every man and beast which shall be found in the field and shall not be brought home. The hail shall come down upon them, and they shall die. He that feared the word, and you know the plagues that you're going to receive in this time is going to be like Egypt 2.0. Because you know these plagues, if you were to get the same plagues of ancient Egypt and bring it into this modern biblical time that we're living in, people wouldn't think it to be anything. But the plagues that are coming in this time, in this Egypt, in the reincarnation, are going to be far more grievous. And it's going to be magnified because now that hail is going to be missiles.
That's right. It needs to be because Esau, through his technology and his miracles, he has bewildered the people, man. Thinking that, oh, this is so amazing, and you know, this is some great technology that we're living in. So the Most High has to come back with something to trump all that shit, man. To let you know that it was a higher power that did this, man.
Well, you seen the people, man. They wondered after the beast during 2020, man. Right? From March onwards. March. Right? You guys wondered and worshipped after the beast, and it caused so many splinters within families. Right? Whoever denied it, they were banished. You know? They're excommunicated. Right?
Relationships broken up.
Right? You know, that just showed you that people. What do you think is going to happen when this thing actually comes? Right? That was the trial.
You know, a lot of domestic violence took place during that time, right? Between partners and whatnot. So what more when the real all hell breaks loose, man? When the scenic is implemented and you can't eat without you have to have this device, right? And then you have your woman now, she takes your son or your daughter, whatever, your child, and she goes and takes to see him because they gotta eat. What are you gonna do in that time, man? This is the real stuff that's coming, man. That we have to meditate upon, man. Family members turning you into the government or whatever, right? This is what's coming down the pipeline, man.
He said, Psalms 11 and 5, said, the Lord trieth the righteous, but the wicked and him that loveth violence his soul hateth. Upon the wicked he shall rain snares, fire and brimstone, and a horrible tempest. This shall be the portion of their cup. Right? Like this is what they're gonna get, man. Yeah, that they're gonna get judged, man. Right? And it's gonna happen it's gonna happen in our lifetime. So that upon the wicked shall be rain snares, fire and brimstone, and horrible tempest. This shall be this shall be the portion of their cup. It says, for the righteous Lord loveth righteousness. It says, for the righteous Lord loveth righteousness. His countenance doth behold. It says, his countenance doth behold the upright.
Give me Luke 21. We start at 15.
Yeah, I got it. This is Luke 21, verse 15. It says, this is the words of Yahweh Shai. It says, for I will give you a mouth of wisdom, which all your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay or resist.
Go ahead. Keep going.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it says, and ye shall be betrayed both by parents and brethren and kinsfolk and friends, and some of you shall they cause to be put to death.
That's right, man. These are the times that we're coming into, man. Okay, where we have to be on point, who spend time around, all right, who relay certain messages to. You see what I'm saying? We can't just be out in the open, telling people our left and our right hand, man. We can show them one side, we can't show them the other side, man. All right, because we got to use wisdom in this side. A lot of these people are really plugged into the matrix, man. They really believe in this system. They really think that there's going to be life after this, man. Trump gets reelected and he's going to set everything right, man. Okay, he's going to cancel out CBDCs, which he's not, man. Okay, that's just part of his talking points. Where you can quote unquote vote for him. All right, your votes don't matter, man. A lot of you people thinking that your vote's gonna matter with voting in the next politician. It doesn't matter. They just want to know where your mind is at. They already selected who's gonna be elected, man. What do you not understand? Read that part again, Ark. 16th verse.
15?
16.
16. Okay, so Luke 21, verse 16. And ye shall be betrayed both by parents and brethren and kinsfolk and friends, and some of you shall be caused to be put to
Yeah,
death.
so don't be tripped out if the woman goes us to see him, man. She betrayed you. Okay, yeah, whatever. She's gonna have to go, man. You'll get her in the kingdom. You get her back in the kingdom. She's gonna be shamefaced. She's gonna be like, she should have never got to see him. But it is what it is, man. You're still gonna love her in the kingdom. It is what it is, man. Right? You move on. Right?
Just to back you up, because in the 15th verse it says, for I'll give you a mouth and wisdom. Just simply means, man, you got to be wise, but how? You got to stay in the scriptures. Right? Go back to the account of how Shai and the prophets of old, how they dealt with people, how they interacted with the public. Shai, he always stayed in the scriptures. The prophets, they always quoted the scriptures. If people came up and asked a very stupid question, they would just ask them back a question that relates to the scriptures. That's how you do things with people. Stay in the scriptures.
And speak to them in parables as well. Because it weeds them out. Like, if any man have an ear, let him hear. But everybody has an ear. Right? But your ears are not inclined to this word, man. You weren't meant to hear this song, right? But the Lord never chose you. Right? You can't be chosen. I was watching. I was watching the movie Book of Clarence, and the guy he wanted to be a part of the apostles. I just want to be, I want to be a part of it for his own vain reasons, of course. But he didn't understand that the Most High has to choose you, man. You can't just be a part of this thing, man. The Lord has to call you out of this world, man. None of us here can say we wanted to do this, or we knew that we were going to do this, man. All right? Go ahead.
All right, so this is Matthew chapter 13, verse 10. And the disciples came and said unto him, why speakest thou unto them in parables? He answered and said unto them, Because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given.
That's right, man. And even us being here right now, man, we're hidden in plain sight. Man. People see us, but they don't see it. They don't hear us. We're speaking English, but they don't hear us. They don't care to hear us, right? Because what the Most High has done and made us a spectacle on the earth, man. Okay, we kind of look like fools in this position. Although we know we're not fools, right?
Fools for Yahweh.
But yeah, that's right.
Hey, Gabor, can you read that in the NLT after, please?
NLT?
Yeah.
NLT. So it says, He replied, You are permitted to understand the secrets of the kingdom of heaven, but others are not.
Damn. It's simple and plain, man. You know, like, that's how you know the Most High is really working, man. He chooses who he wants to deal with, man. This is exclusivity, man. You want to talk about VIP? This is VIP stuff right here, man. And we can't be proud about it either, though. That's the thing. You know, we got to hold it down. We got to hold our position, you know, and just go with it. Whatever the gift that the Most High gave us, we got to push forward, man. Let our light shine throughout the earth, man. Okay?
Matthew 19, verse 29. And everyone that hath forsaken houses, or brethren, or sisters, or father, or mother, or wife, or children, or lands, for my name's sake, shall receive 100-fold, and shall inherit everlasting life.
That's right. And going back to the movie, I was talking about the Book of Clarence. The main character, his brother was Thomas in the movie, and he was trying to shame Thomas for, you left mom when she was hurting, and she was down, and blah, 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 right? That was his whole angle to try and woo the people, like to make it seem like there is no God kind of thing, right? You know, that was the spin that they were trying to make it seem. But the scriptures say, you know, it is what it is, man. We're going to receive it back in the kingdom, man. Now, that's not to say you're going to take care of your family, you know, your children and stuff like that, but it's within reason, man. If it's gonna hinder you from doing this truth, then you gotta have to put that away, man. You see what I'm saying? And that's what they're not even showing you the balance and the mercy of Yahweh Shai, man. No one's saying you can't take care of your mom, man. You're telling me that they weren't, if they wouldn't take care of their family members, man? Yeah, they left houses and families and all that stuff, but you know what I mean? It was what it was, man. They moved in the spirit, so yeah. They moved in the spirit, knowing that, and in faith that they were going to get it all back, man. Right? Go ahead.
Matthew 10.
So just
Go ahead.
speaking about family members, he said, I offend you. That's the truth. Like my brother, right? But I could be your mother, your father, because I was just the important part of the covenant to the family, right? Fall short of you're gonna it's franchise, man.
Matthew 10 and 37. He that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. And he that loveth son and daughter more than because I watched that movie, right? The Book of Clarence, and there was only like 2 or 3 people, man, in the whole theater. And I went there. Yeah, I liked it. It was alright. It wasn't bad. It was actually
And the
good.
reason why is because they don't want to see a quote-unquote black Jesus, right? That's offensive to this world, man. But it's the truth, man. And that's the truth that's been hidden for hundreds of years, man. Okay?
Yeah, so I went to the Bob Marley movie, right? Whole bunch of people in the fucking theater. But when I went to the Book of Clarence,
Yeah.
no fucking body was there. You
Right.
watched it.
Right.
So it had like 4 reviews.
But it was a good movie, though.
Yeah, it was good.
Go ahead.
This is Book of Matthew 12, verse 46. While he yet talked to the people, behold, his mother and his brethren stood without, desiring to speak with him. Then one said unto him, Behold, thy mother and thy brethren stand without, desiring to speak with thee. But he, this is Yahushua, answered and said unto him that told him, Who is my mother, and who are my brethren? And he stretched forth his hand, towards his disciples and said, Behold, my mother and my brethren, for whosoever shall do the will of my Father, which is in heaven, the same is my brother and sister and mother. So yeah, you always try to do the simple, man. Like how we would, because we came on the school of Esau. My mom's outside. Hey, what, mom? Come in. You know, let mom by. I was like, yo, whoever's doing this work, that's my family. So your natural born brothers and sisters that you're born same mother, same father. Listen, man, your brothers are here, man. Right? That's what Haushai said. Like, none of our brothers are demons. My brother's straight up demon, and he tells me that. He said,
You might have a sister that's a demon.
no, I was saying, my brother, the man tell me he's a straight up, he said, yo, me love Satan.
Yeah?
Straight. In so many words, but he's saying,
He has a spirit on
he
it.
can't. And he's saying, if he doesn't want it forever, if God brings him back, he'll be mad at God bringing him back.
Yeah?
That's the spirit.
He's gonna come back in the spirit as a babe.
That's the spirits that's tormenting two-thirds, man.
Demons on it.
Those are the same spirits tormenting you Jews. That's why it says you have a zeal, not according to knowledge, man.
If you agree with that,
Me have
Right?
a
You have a
word.
feeling, an inclination of believing
Don't
Most High,
say
right? Not according to knowledge.
Yeah, it's Matthew 10 and 38. He that taketh not his cross and follow after me is not worthy of me. So when the Lord was on the scene, when Yahweh Shai was on the scene, like he had a goal, right? And he knew that he was gonna be on the cross, right? But the Lord had he had his disciples, right? And basically guys was envious of the Lord, right? Because of his wisdom, you know?
And they knew him coming up, his upbringing. They said, right? They said, isn't this Joseph's son, the carpenter's son? Right? He came up with us. He was born here. You know? Don't we know him?
It's like our friends, right? Or our family, right? They're probably like, yeah, man, I know this guy when, you know, yeah, like I know this guy from, he was like a fucking little youth. But he's talking about he's an Israelite. He ain't no damn Israelite. I'm a Muslim or whatever.
And that's why the Lord said, are they of your own household, right? Should be your enemy.
Yeah, because these guys is saying, I'm following like Jehovah Witness and all these different fucking damn so-called religions and
Yeah, I got something. All right, so this is Luke chapter 2, verse 48. And it says, And when they saw him, they were amazed, and his mother said unto him, Son, why hast thou thus dealt with us? Behold, thy father and I have sought thee soring. And he said unto them, How is it that ye sought me? Was he not that I must be about my father's business? And they understood not the saying which he spake unto them.
Because at that time he was seeking himself down, right? He was 12, 13, right? And he left his parents, man, to go in the temple, right? So they're like, what's going on? We're looking for you, you know. But he let it be known, man. Look, this is my mission, and that's the mission of you brothers that are working up in the street, right? Your mission is to serve the Lord 10 times more, seek Him 10 times more. You know, and it's like and the Lord will have a lot of obstacles, man. He'll have those favorite people turn against you that you used to love, you know, that you came up with in the world or whatever, your family or your friends. He'll set up those situations just to try you, man.
like Job, right?
That's right. That's right.
Verse 51, And he went down with them and came to Nazareth and was subject unto them. But his mother kept all these sayings in her heart, and Yahushua increased in wisdom and stature and in favor with the Most High and man. So I just also want to add, you know, to the brother's point earlier, because I said you have to use wisdom. That's exactly what the Lord did. Whenever they asked him a question, he always answered back with a question, and then he put them in their place with that question. And then you always do that, because if you keep telling them over and over and over again, it's going to eventually register in their head. That's why it said here, his mother kept all these sayings in her heart. So she was reflecting the whole time. Maybe this guy's right. So you don't have to get carnal with these people. Just stay in the scriptures and keep repeating it over and over and over again. That's it.
Yeah, you don't got to be aggressive, you know, call names and do this and, you know, try to force it down their throat. You know, use subtlety. You know? right? Use subtlety, but be harmless as well.
Just to back up that. This is John 2, verse 2. It says, and both Yahushua was called and his disciples to the marriage, and when they wanted wine, the mother of Yahushua saith unto him, they have no wine. Yahushua saith unto her, woman, what have I to do with thee? Mine hour is not yet come. Right? So he referred to his mom as woman. You see what I'm saying? He even called her mother, like mother or mom or nothing. Woman, what's wrong with you? And basically, what he meant by my hour has not yet come is that she was trying to force his hand to do miracles, right? Because she knew he had spiritual power, right? But his spiritual power is for a time and place, not for people to be in a mirth-like spirit, so to say. You see what I'm saying? You don't want to hot up the scene type of thing. You know what I mean? Like, okay, you having a marriage, but Mosai wasn't dealing with all that, man. He was on a mission to push his word, right? However, he still ended up doing it anyways. He still ended up showing his power and his miracle. But the point was that, he's trying to force my hand. He's trying to be humble about it. He's on a mission. He's doing what he has to do for the Heavenly Father, teaching the word, all right, trying to wake up Israel. He didn't have time to be having being in mirth at a wedding, man. Right? But just to show you the power of what he can do, man, he changed the water into wine. That's what this is going into. I'm not going to read it all, right? But he changed the water into wine, man. All right, Yaki, they were drinking water back then, right? That's this guy that's telling you not to drink. Yeah, yeah, you know what I mean? What's up with that guy, man? Just bugged out, right?
Jake just trying to sound 3D.
Yeah, H3O.
No, you're good.
Go ahead.
You're good.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Where do you see it? It's the sidewalk.
You saw. Okay.
Found in the book. It's a good book.
Very good.
You saw. That's right.
All these men with no names. You from Clint Eastwood's.
Your Bible? Okay. It's not for you then.
John 9, verse 4. I must work the works of him that sent me, while it is day. The night cometh when no man can work.
That's right. That's right. There's going to come a time where society will shut down, man. Okay?
We're very closely approaching that time.
That's right. People talk about 30,000 layoffs here and all these different big tech companies laying people off, man. There's going to come a time where all that's going to be shut down completely, man. All right? They already have AI coming through. They have robots. You're replaceable, man. They're showing you in front of your face that you're replaceable. So what are you going to do, man? Right? Right. Yeah.
This is work.
Right.
It's labor of love, but nevertheless, it's still work.
That's right.
Right? The Yahushua prophesies that the days will come when you see, this work, like a literal work of job, it's going to become obsolete.
That's right.
Right?
And ultimately, man, we do what we gotta do to get our daily bread, but we can't wait for the society to collapse, man. That way we don't have to worry about the stresses of this world, man. Okay, because right now we have the stress of paying bills, first of the month, rent, right? This rat race, all right? Making sure you have enough to get through to the next month. But we live like a day-to-day, month-to-month lifestyle. Yeah.
Having manners and everything, all that shit.
Yeah, all that fake shit. Yeah. That's coming to an end, man. And you're gonna see the real people, man. How vile they are, man. What they really think, man. And you see that from time to time when it comes to Black Friday deals, especially in America, man. People fighting over TVs, man. It's carnal shit. You saw that during the vid when they were fighting over toilet paper, right?
Yeah.
The elites are just playing games on you, man. I mean, a shortage on toilet paper. Of all things, yeah. Of all things that the elites were fucking you people up with, not even water.
We're laughing
Yeah,
at
man.
the board.
God.
Yeah, you my friend goes, get more shit tickets.
Now you people are getting ready to vote, man. They're leaves with this new, Trump and then this guy what's his name? His first name, forget it. Pierre. Right, Pierre.
Canada.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
conservative. Right, we gotta vote. That's the new wine that people are drunk on. We gotta switch. I don't like this liberal shit.
Yeah.
You know? That's the next trap, man.
Yep.
Good.
This is 2 Peter's chapter 1, verse 3. According as his divine power has given unto us all things that pertain unto life and goodliness through the deep knowledge of him that has called us to glory and virtue, whereby are given unto us exceeding great and precious promises, that by these ye might be partakers of the divine nature, having escaped the corruption that is in the world through lust, and beside this giving all diligence, and to the faith virtue, and to virtue.
And that's a big thing in this world, man. The lust of the flesh. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's a fight, man. And a lot of you people, especially you not in this truth, man, that's all you're dealing with, man. The lust of the flesh. I need it now. I need it instantaneously.
Esau knows how to really tune that even more.
Right.
There's already a lust of the flesh carnally.
Right.
By
Yeah.
nature.
Yeah.
Right, but Esau, no, we gotta advertise this shit. We gotta push it. We gotta push the witchcraft. We gotta make you feel things. You don't know why you feel them. You know why you want them.
Right.
You don't know why you want to walk them.
Right. Yeah. And all the chemicals in food, man, they make you want to go back to work, man.
Yeah, and then you got these vloggers going around, right? Or try this spot, that spot.
Yeah.
It's to die for. Well, why can't it be good?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Why can't it be just to live for, man?
Right.
Why does it gotta be to die for?
Right.
To die for.
Yeah.
Kill for it. I'll
Kill for it.
Gluttony,
No, I'll
yeah.
give my right arm for that.
Cry.
And all sorts of vanities.
Cry. That's right. Read that part again, Read that
Never
part.
top.
Yeah.
I read from verse 4. Whereby are given unto us exceeding great and precious promises, that by these ye might be partakers of divine nature.
Hey, that's what keeps us up, man. That's what keeps our attitude up, our mindset up, our spirit up. Is these exceeding great promises, man. These precious promises, right? Of not dealing with these bodies anymore. You know, not dealing with the common stresses of life. Never mind the big stresses, man. Not worrying about war, someone coming to take your land, right? Because it doesn't matter what you really got, you always got to protect it. The Most High, right, he's going to set it up where we're just going to be good. Because even in the ancient world, right, you still have to worry, man. You know, you might have had your land, but today it's here, tomorrow, you know, some shit happens, right? So, but
Having escaped the corruption that is in the world through lust. And beside this, giving all diligence, add to your faith virtue, and to virtue knowledge, and to knowledge temperance, and to temperance patience, and to patience godliness, and to godliness brotherly kindness.
These are all traits the world doesn't possess, man. The world lacks all these traits. You see what I'm saying? When you come into this truth, you start to gain these traits, man. These godly traits that you're supposed to pretty much embrace, man. This is your life, man. You embrace these traits, man. You become brotherly, you know?
but it said through patience, godliness. And patience means to suffer.
Right.
A lot of people, man, just want that quick easy way out.
Yeah.
Right? That escapism. You're into escapism. You can't deal with the pain, whatever you deal with. Right? The Lord said, look, you gotta meet me face to face, man. You know? You gotta turn to me and confess your iniquity.
But Salaki, just to add on to a point here, because he said it in order. He said temperance, which really means for you to abstain, then you get patience. So if you master temperance, then you're going to start to master patience. And then when you master patience, then you become a God, right? And that's all the Lord. You know, he shows temperance and then he's patient at the same time. So you can't have one without the other. If you're patient, then you got to know how to be temperate, right?
That's why Paul said that. Temperate in all things.
So you're going to be like a patient, like in the hospital, right? The doctor must wait until you recover or heal and all that. And that's what this truth is, right?
Hey, when you're sick, anybody even talking to you is like a nuisance, man. It gets on your nerves. You're sick, you're ill. So you even got to deal with that temperance and patience, right? When this word, when you get this word, right? When you first get it, it's sweet and then it turns into bitter. You can't let that bitter you out, man. Being rude to brothers or to, you know what I mean? Just I'm always moody, right? There's times and seasons for everything, but you got to understand that you can't let it bitter you out, man. Right, go ahead.
I got the word temperance real quick.
Yeah.
Read it in the blue letter. It says self-control, the virtue of one who masters his desires and passions.
Yeah, a lot of people they can't just be alone more than a day or two. They gotta go out to a restaurant, to a bar, to a club. You know, you gotta go to a party. They can't be alone.
You know, talking about their Lord, right? Boredom is a big thing in this society, right? You know that you know who gets bored the quickest in this world? Women, right? You gotta be always constantly trying to entertain the bitch, right? Like, chill out, man. Cook a meal and have a, you know, sip some wine, you know, whatever. Just chill out.
They find out when they hit the wall, they want a thing called soft life.
Right.
Right? They want the soft life.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
Verse 7, and to godliness, brotherly kindness, and to brotherly kindness, charity. For if these things be in you and abound, then make you that ye shall neither be barren nor unfruitful in the knowledge of our power,
Right.
but
We're
he
always
that
going to be
lacketh
selective. We're always going to be able to, you know, the Spirit, the Lord deals with us. We're always going to provide wisdom unto the elect, man. All right? Not being, we're not going to be barren, you know, we're going to not be barren, man. Like I said, being fruitful, man. So we're going to add on to, you know, more followers, man. More believers. More of the elect, man. Go ahead.
But he that lacketh these things is blind, and cannot see afar off, and has forgotten that he was purged from his old sins.
Yeah, you can't see afar off, man. Right? You gotta have vision, like the apostles say, man. It's vision, you know, sight. Right? We're watchmen, right? But what do watchmen do? Do they look down? No, man. They got the tower. They look the whole landscape, man. They see what's going on. Right? If there's a forest or a tree moving, there's the enemy coming through there, who's over there. Right? You're looking far, man. It's the same thing with your brothers, man. You can't be looking like fucking catching that. Try to this and car things or that. That debt collect, you know, all this help. Not my woman, but you gotta look at it far, man. Yo, this place, first of all, this is done. Yeah, this is not 2010. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is not 2015.
It's getting worse.
It's just worse. But
Wherefore, the rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling election sure. For if we do these things, we shall never fall. For so an entrance shall be ministered unto you abundantly into the everlasting kingdom of our Lord Yahushua.
I got this. This is 1 John 2 and verse 15, and this is in the NLT. It says, "Do not love this world nor the things it offers you. For when you love the world, you do not have the love of the Father in you. For the world offers only a craving for physical pleasure, a craving for everything we see, and pride in our achievements and possessions." And that's this world, man. What car do you drive? Yeah. You know that whole Instagram thing where they do the whole year? How was your year?
Yeah.
The travel.
All that bullshit.
Yeah.
Right? Which, look, there's nothing wrong with traveling. There's nothing wrong with doing nice things, but the way people do it is in a narcissistic manner. Like, I'm
Look at me.
look at me. You know? Fuck it, all that. Right? It says, these are not from the Father, but are from this world. And this world is fading away.
So like just to add on to your point, like when these people travel, they go out to travel, but then they doing all type of lewdness on top of that because in their mind they feel free. They hop on a plane and they're in a new place. They're in a new place, right? So they feel like they're free to do anything they want. Yeah, nobody knows, you know? Type of weird debauchery, you know? Yeah. Yeah, how to have sex. It's a bugged out movie, man.
Right? It says, and this world is fading away, along with everything that people crave. Hey, they got a streaming platform called Crave.
Yeah.
On Amazon.
Yeah.
Feed your hunger, man.
Yeah. You gotta feed your flesh with all type of wine from these different TV shows.
You got Crave, Obey.
Yeah.
All this bullshit. Right? But anyone who does what pleases the Most High will live forever.
That's right.
So we're hoping to live forever.
That's right.
But these people are dead.
We're the only ones living right now, man. You see what I'm saying? These people don't have the spirit of the Most High on them. They have the spirit of Satan on them, right? Which is the spirit of death.
Seen that guy tell you?
Oh yeah. There's a guy I was working, random guy. I was wearing a face mask in the wintertime. So this guy didn't know me from nothing, man. He rides up to me. And he's like, these people are all possessed by demons, and he just rode off. You see what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, that's the spirit, man. You know, like it's true.
So I was like driving, but then like there was a white guy. He was just talking to himself and talking about Canada and shit. Just right there.
Yeah.
So there's so these Edomites are getting roused up and they're upset, man.
But
Yeah.
remember, it's at the time of the dead. It stirs up, man. For your judgment. You are the nation. You know? You're being stirred up.
Yeah. Joel 3:11. Assemble yourself and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourself together round about thither. Cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Yehoshaphat. For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about.
Right, that's all you other nations, man, that are proud, man. I mean, all you other nations are not Israel, man. So Esau, Edom, so-called white man, Moab, Chinese, East Indian, okay, the Ishmael, the Arabs, all right, United Emirates, you motherfuckers. You guys are proud, man. Yeah, Israelite, yeah, fine, yeah,
Some
two-thirds.
dumbass Israelites in there.
That's right, man.
Iraqis,
That's right,
you know.
that's right, man.
And then don't feel that when it comes to Egyptians, Israel was in that too.
Right.
You know?
Right.
But there's always been Israelites in high up in ranks in all the armies, man.
Well, what
Fucking
happened?
shit.
What happened if Israel didn't put the blood on the post? Right? They got taken out, right? They didn't adhere to what the Most High had said.
And that's why I'm going to said that, because if it was every Israelite being saved, why we need to do that?
Right.
There's one who believes,
Right.
like, we're putting the blood on our doorpost. That's what we believe.
That's right. So you're right, huh? You're right.
Let the heathen be wakened and come up and come up out of the valley of Yehoshaphat. For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come and get you down, for the press is full, the fat overflow, for their wickedness is great. Multitude and multitude in the valley of decision, for the day of the Lord is near in the valley of decision. The sun and the moon shall be darkened, and the stars shall withdraw their shining.
And this is going into the Heavenly Father's blood sacrifice, man. You know, ultimately, World War III, the epicenter of World War III. Okay? This is a major prophecy that's gonna take place.
And it's happening right now
That's right.
over there in Israel,
Yep.
Gaza,
Yeah.
and basically that whole Ishmael or the whole Palestinians and Israel, this whole clash or whatever. Like a lot of the Palestinians are here in Toronto and throughout Canada and America and throughout Europe and stuff, and they're wreaking havoc, man. Because there's a lot of blood. A lot of people are dead down there, man. All right, like there's a lot of so you have a lot of Israelites over there in like the land of Palestine as well too. All right, so this thing is real, man. All right, the Lord also shall roar out of Zion, and utter his voice from Jerusalem, and the heaven and the earth shall shake, but the Lord will be the hope of his people and the strength of the children of Israel.
That's right, man. So a possessive word, his, and then it goes in even further to say who that is. His people is Israel, man. All right, so you people can't wiggle your way into salvation, man. You other nations, man.
But they know who the Israelites are, man.
Yup.
And our people are still there, over there in the land of Israel, alright, and over there in like over there in like the Mona Israel, and in Palestine, alright, like, and they're getting oppressed and all that shit, man. Alright, so these small hats, they have a lot of shit to pay for, and that whole land is gonna be on fire, man. After this third war, man. It says, so shall you know that I am the Lord your power, dwelling in Zion, my holy mountain. Then shall Jerusalem be holy. There shall no strangers pass through her anymore. So yeah, so all these damn heathen over there in our land, man. Like we have the so-called guys, what do you call it? The damn Falashas.
Oh yeah.
There's so many. Yeah, you have the Arab. There's a whole bunch of fucking. You have Chinese. Like you have everybody wants that land, all right. But the real inhabitants of the land is not there reaping the benefits.
Right.
Our people are getting oppressed down there. So shall you know that I am the Lord your power, dwelling in Zion.
And just like that idiot Cat Williams is talking about the Garden of Eden. Mentioning the rivers. You know what a Garden of Eden, right? That's why that land is so powerful, man. Men die over it. How many nations? That's in the book of Ezekiel, right? I think 35 and 36. Mentioned men shall not die over it, roughly paraphrased. You know, because so many men talking about the Crusades and the Arabs. How many wars? So-called holy wars have happened, right? Over that little plot of land. That's that precious land of the Lord.
The Lord shall roar out of Zion and utter his voice from Jerusalem, and the heathen and the earth shall shake, but the Lord will be the hope of his people and the strength of the children of Israel. So shall ye know that I am the Lord your power, dwelling in Zion, my holy mountain. Then shall Jerusalem be holy, and there shall no strangers pass through it anymore. And it shall come to pass in that day that the mountains shall drop down new wine, and the hills shall flow with milk, and the rivers of Judah shall flow with waters, and the fountain shall come down from the house of the Lord, and shall water the valley of Shittim. Egypt shall be a desolation, Edom shall be a desolation wilderness for the violence against the children of Judah, because they have shed the innocent blood of in their land. But Judah shall dwell forever, and Jerusalem from generation to generation. For I will cleanse their blood that I have not cleansed. For the Lord dwelleth in Zion. And the word Zion, it means it means monument. Alright, and then if you watch that movie with what do you call it? It's called like the book of no, it's not the book of Clarence. The damn actor, like the clothes.
Jamie Foxx?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah. He was talking about Zion, like they're talking about church, Zion at the church,
Right.
and all that stuff, right? So they're showing these things. They're showing all these things that's happening,
Right.
all right, in our face,
Right.
about the churches, and then they had like an underground like base and stuff, and it said Zion and shit.
Right.
So they're showing certain things in our face.
Fine. And it's really for us to see.
Yeah.
And you know, and then the elites on the left hand side to see these little signals. But only we're gonna pick up on these things, man. Jake in the world and whatever.
They showed that matrix, right? They called the land, the last city, Zion.
Right.
That was the last city that was. A lot of clips in that.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
James 2:19 it says the devils they believe and they tremble. So they know.
Psalms 83. Psalm 83 and 1. Keep not thou silence, O Yahweh, hold not thy peace, be not still, O Yahweh, for lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. Then they have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have
if I could say, right? They did that for all the tribes because we all lost our heritage, but the tribe that they did that the most to, even so, was the head tribe, Judah, right? Now with Judah, when they came to the Americas and they endured hardcore slavery, chattel slavery, all right? They tried to, you know, after they were free, quote unquote, emancipated, all right? They would have their own little separate cities and have thriving cities, segregation, you know, and through segregation we were actually quote unquote doing all right, thriving, you know, a better, you know, had an economic system, we were thriving, right? But Esau, the devil that he was, okay, the hating bastard that he was, man, he had to pretty much, you know, sabotage it, you know, burn it down. And it wasn't just Tulsa, Oklahoma, it was a whole bunch, not all throughout the United States.
And they showed you that in that movie Killers of the Flower Moon. They're actually watching the movie, right? Because they were videotaping certain parts of it, and they sat in the movie scene and were watching it. Look, Tulsa, this and this bombing, and this happened. You know?
Right.
It's a show.
Right.
Oh, this occurred.
Right. So they did a diligence, you know, they did their diligence to destroy Judah for you know, even though Judah didn't even know that they were the tribe of Judah, right? They were just, you know, trying to, you know, make a living for themselves in the land of America.
American Negro.
You know, the American,
so
yeah, that's what they were. But even with as them being American Negro, they had to destroy that. You know, then bringing the crack in the 80s and all type of things, man. Just to keep them in a bugged out state of mind, man. And then they want to point the finger at you blacks and lazy and this and that, man. No, man, you've actually done a great job of sabotaging us, man. Of sabotaging the nation of Israel, man, from the, you know, from all the tribes.
Yeah, they had the heroin in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah.
That was killing them.
Right.
But they had the Jim Crow laws too. I think in like the 50s and
That's
stuff.
right. And another thing, you know, I want to say as well, because Esau likes to say that in America, I'm talking about specifically, like the so-called black Negroes are minority, man. They say it's 14%, but it's way more than that, man. Because why would they have to put all, you know, especially in the South, man, the slaves were outnumbering the Edomites, man. At that time, they had to import Edomites to even, you know, pretty much live on the land of America, populate America, man. Because they had more slaves than there was slave masters, more people working the land. Jake was
still
they were,
like exactly.
fine. But you had free Jake as well, too, on the land, you know, as well. So Jake been there. Jake been in America, man. So the whole 14% population of Negro in America is higher than that, man. That's all I gotta say.
That's the thing that Esau has to do.
Right.
He wants to show himself.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing too, like in the Caribbean, Central America, South America. A lot of Jake was already dwelling there even before this whole slave trade, right? And they had cities and towns, and they were living very fluid, right? But they have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, and the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. But they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against it. The tabernacles of Edom and Ishmael of Moab and the Hagarenes. Well, right? So like that's what like these guys, like these they have all the gas stations in Moab. They have like the so-called Chinese food, like the hair and stuff.
Yeah, hair, big,
And all that stuff. Yeah.
yeah,
Right, so,
And you get grants too, man. You get, you know, when you get a grant, that's amazing. You don't have to pay it back.
yeah,
Could be 100,000,
yeah,
500,000.
yep.
they have said, "Come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance, for they have consulted together one consent, the tabernacle of Edom, and Ishmael, and Moab, and Hagarine, Gebal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines, with the inhabitants of Tyre." Alright? So like the Amalek is these, like the people in our land. Alright? Call themselves small, or just call themselves, you know what, JDW. Yeah,
Yeah. And then, even so, right? Even before we came into this truth, man, there's always controversy in that land, man. You know, and it was just, you know, when we came into the truth, then we realized, oh, it makes so much sense.
Yeah, cause you know, I always grew up, like, I remember when I was like when cause I was born here, but like when I would go back and forth to Jamaica, right? So when I come back, I was like 5 or 6, so I'm looking at the news, and I'm seeing war over there in the land of Israel.
Right.
I didn't understand.
Right.
Alright? And it's the same thing, like in the 80s, 70s.
Yep.
Right? A lot of like the reggae artists was like a lot of like even though they're Rastafarian and they're bugged up, but it's like they were pushing a lot of truth. Right. You know?
Yep.
Since you're going into the land, right? So it's conflict. This is Isaiah chapter 2, verse 1. It says the word that Isaiah the son of Amos saw concerning Judah and Jerusalem, and it shall come to pass in the last days that the mountains of Yahweh Shai's house shall be established at the top of the mountains, and shall be exalted above the hills, and all nations shall flow onto it.
That's right. The government, the rulers, right? The elect, Yahweh Shai, okay, David, the 12, that's 41,000. That's the rulers. That, those are going to be the governing body, man, of the universe. Right? Go ahead.
Okay, and it says, and shall be exalted above the hills, and all nations shall flow onto it.
That's right.
That's the key point, because you're not seeing that now, right? So the true people, they're not ruling over there in the land of Israel. So the reason why you're having all that conflict is because the original people are not in that land,
That's right.
right?
And
And
in
that's
our-
judgment.
That's right. Because in our rulership, we're not going to be tyrants. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to be ruling unjustly. We're gonna execute righteous judgment. You know? So to them, we have to put you to death. Man. It is what it is. But we're not going to be some tyrants.
I think, yeah, like I think for this whole, like during last year, over 20,000 of the Palestinians dead. Right, so that's serious, man.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah, that's a workforce.
Yeah.
In our mind, we're like, well, these people can work for us. Why would we want them to be put to death like that, man?
Now, since you mentioned tyrants, right?
Right.
Like, okay, you see Israel today, okay, yeah, they're tyrants because they have the Mossad, they're into intelligence, and that's what the United States like, and that's why the United
Same
States
thing.
backs them, and that's why they're called the welfare state, because they're a pillar against what? Against the not Saudi Arabians, but who are they? The so-called terrorists. I'm going to use that for lack of better words. But if this is the true people, why are they labeled as a welfare state? Because if we're in our glory, we wouldn't need no welfare. We would have it all. Why do we need to be supported? Right? So that doesn't make any sense.
Right. The land that we have, that we possess, we'd be able to, you know, we wouldn't be importing anything, man. We'd already have what we need in our land, so to speak. Right? Whereas that land right now, they're exporting like crazy, man. They don't have, the land is not arable, man. It's not good land over there right now. It's not blessed. You know?
Have a little bit more. Don't
Go
mean to
ahead,
cut you,
go ahead,
but
go ahead.
This is verse 3, and it says, and many people shall go and say, come ye, and let us go up to the mountain of Yahweh, to the house of the power of Jacob, and he will teach us of his ways, and we will walk in his path. For out of Zion shall go forth the law, and the word of Yahweh Bashem Shai Jerusalem. So why are they claiming to be, oh, you're anti-Semitic, you're anti-this, oh, you hate us? But if that were the case, right, If you were the true people, that wouldn't be happening because the nations they would be coming onto you to learn everything. The nations hate you. The Arabs hate you. Ishmael, your brother, he hates you. Man, Judah, they don't like you, right? So you're hated.
Even other Edomites don't like you.
Yeah.
And like, and the rabbis know who we are too, right? Because those rabbis, they're going to like Nigeria and stuff, and they're telling their people, because like the Nigerians know who they are, right? They talk about Igbo and stuff. So it's like, this is like a whole fucking psyop, man.
Yeah.
It's all bullshit, man. Right? But it's a show, right?
Verse, just two more precepts. It says, verse 4, and he shall judge among the nations, and shall rebuke many people, and they shall beat their swords into plowshares, and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation.
That didn't happen.
Right.
Not in the least.
They have women fighting wars and shit over there in the land.
Yeah, Transformers.
They fight in the war over there. Women and trans.
But it being the hooks into plowshares, that's the workforce, man. Right? That's what they're going to be working for us as a human resource, man. So we can hear 40,000 people dead. What a waste. What a fucking waste, man. Now, when the Edomites have to get burnt up after 1,000 years, that's going to be righteous, man. That's going to be a high holy day as well, man. Right.
But Salaki, in the context of what it's really going into, the plowshare part, it's just talking about them putting down their weapons.
Right.
Putting down their weapons of war, because now you're seeing all these weapons of mass destruction being created at a high rate, right?
Right.
You have the Satan 1, the Satan 2, the MOAB, the super duper nuke that America made, the United States. You have something called ballistic missiles, and you have ICBMs, you have conventional warheads. Why are all these things being created? Right? So it says here, and their spears into pruning hooks, nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore. And you have all these different special force groups. Now, why are they coming out with the Space Force? That's a new branch of the United States military. Why are they coming out with that? If you were the two people.
Right.
It says learn war. So they got these cyborgs now with war. Right? They got to learn how to train, how to shoot. Right? How to shoot properly, how to move, how to, when they fall, how to get up and shoot.
Okay, I wrote that.
What kind of world are we living in? Is this the chosen people reigning? Of course not.
So that's why it's scary thing is, it's scary, guns, like clapping. And when you just sit dogs on you and them robots on you, let me see your guns, you man them on the street, let me see you take them out. And let me see. It's blessing. When it's Sakari, you have them big long guns and they're ready to fight. Fight who?
Last precept, verse 5. O house of Jacob, come ye, and let us walk in the light of Yahweh. That's it.
That's right. This is Ezekiel 36, and this is what your brothers are going into. But Israel, right? Pretty much, it's a battlefield, man. It's been a battlefield for centuries, for millennia. Right? This is Ezekiel 36 and verse 10. This is in the NLT. It says, "I will greatly increase the population of Israel, and the ruined cities will be rebuilt and filled with people. I will increase not only the people, but also your animals. O mountains of Israel, I will bring people to live on you once again. I will make you even more prosperous than you were before. Then you will know that I am the Lord Yahweh. I will cause my people to walk on you once again, and you will be their territory. You will never again rob them of their children. This is what the sovereign Lord says. The other nations taunt you, saying, Israel is a land that devours its own people and robs them of their children." Right? Because you had Northern Kingdom taken away during the Assyrian captivity, right? And then you had the Babylonians, right, captured Judah, Kingdom of Judah, sacked the temple, and pretty much after that, it's been a shit show. You had the Lord give mercy upon the Maccabees to restore the temple and do certain things, right? But pretty much we've been scattered. It's been a diaspora, right? It's been a joke. So that's why the nation conquered, right? It says verse 15, I will not let you hear those other nations insult you. and you will no longer be mocked by them. You will not be a land that causes its nation to fall, says the sovereign Lord. That was it.
You know, like they actually came out like the whole thing about this anti-Semitism is actually fake. It's actually self-inflicted. You know, they actually come up with all these like anti-Sem, incidents. But actually, like turns out they're actually it's done with the old people, right? They actually they do this to be like to say that something like the victims, right? They actually be seen as being oppressed. Really, like most of these anti-Semitism actually like the low faith, right? It's actually biblical. You go back to the Genesis, books of scripture, Genesis 4 verse
Okay, so this is Genesis chapter 4, right? Verse 19. This is what Brother Barga brought out. It says here, and Lamech took unto him 2 wives.
Lamech actually was a great grandson of Cain, and that's what Esau was about to. Esau was about to the man Cain, who was the brother to Abel.
Okay, the name of the one is Adah, and the name of the other Zillah. Okay, and it says here, and Adah bare Jabal, he was the father of such as dwell in tents, and of such as of cattle. And his brother's name was Jabal. He was the father of all such as handled the harp and organ. Zillah she also bare Tubal-Cain, okay, and the instructor of every artificer, brass and iron, and the sister of Tubal-Cain was Tamar.
The word Cain means a weapon, a flat weapon. That's the power. It's called military. That's what he uses. He uses like a 6 minutes for a gun.
And it says here, and Lamech said unto his wives Adah and Zillah, hear my voice, ye wives of Lamech, hear unto my speech, for I have slain a man to my wounding, and a young man to my hurt.
Yeah, so here it is, like this man kill a man, right? That's what I'm telling you. That's what I'm a man. So it's like it's a kind of scary revenge. You want to get them one of them. It's not this man, it's not become a victim. It's not to the next verse.
Okay? So it says here, if Cain shall be avenged, 7 fold, truly Lamech, 17 and 7 fold.
That's man's spirit, that's a spirit. That's people, when he actually points it out, he wants to defend himself and he wants to justify himself. That's the spirit that he has, man. So that's what called out all these anti-Sam incidents, but really they actually self-betrayed. That's what the spirit that the man has very much with Cain, which is the devil. Cain killed his brother, Abel, and then the Most High, when the second one came to him asking what his brother was, like a man, but a skipper. That's why this man is, man. This man is wicked and can't get, he won't take the responsibility of his wickedness.
So true, and I just want to back up. I'm going to add to the brother's point because guess what happened to Terrence Howard, the actor? He just got fined with $1 million for speaking up against the so-called Jews just for saying that, hey, any descendant of a slave shouldn't be taxed. That's all he said. And then they fined him $1 million. So he's right. If you talk against them, they're going to come out to get you, whether it's through the sword or whether it's through funds or money, economically.
To add on to that, because going into Cain, his weapon, Esau, he's a master of all warfare, right? So information war, all right, weaponry, disease warfare, you name it, man. He's mastered it. So he knows how to get you, man.
It's not just like a sword,
right?
Coming at you.
No,
He's a weapon with words.
Yep.
He's a weapon with tactics and
Finance,
finances.
Yeah.
Just right on the wrong side.
Yeah, man.
Food.
Yeah. Food is, yeah.
Eminem is a weapon.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Cheerios and all that shit.
Rule number 7.
God.
Yeah.
FC number 9.
Yeah.
Man's a scientist.
Yup,
Mad
mad
scientist.
scientist.
Yeah, mad scientist.
Yeah, that's why it says in the Apocrypha, to the good, for the godly thing, to the sinner, right, it turns to evil, right? Anything, man, water, flour, salt, wine, may contain sulfites. Yeah, what the fuck does that mean? May contain sulfurs. What does that mean?
Making shit up.
Well, that's part of crafty counsel, right? I'm saying that because we have those big chain restaurants, like Jack Astor's, those big restaurants. You have to surrender your ingredients to a higher power, and you got to tell them what's in it, and they know like C red 5 and what it means. And if you put like natural, you don't want that. Why things are promoted? Apples are not promoted, or like bananas. Like what's faster than a banana or an apple? That's right there. You know, we have this chicken zinger. What's a zinger? You know, hot and spicy, and they're showing food porn. Like you shouldn't have to advertise food. Food is a necessity. So when you're hungry, you should eat. But you have a whole bunch of commercials, Super Bowl, marshmallows and all this stuff. It messes you up.
Deep fried marshmallow.
Yeah. Cocoa Puffs, and your eyes spin around your head. They show you.
Yeah. Bugging out, man.
Fuck this guy out, man. Count chocolate. Yeah, Fruit Loops.
Psalms 50, verse 20. Thou sittest and speakest against thy brother. Thou slanderest thine own mother's son. These things hast thou done, and I kept silence.
That's what's going into twins, Esau and Jacob, man. In those councils that they have, with Jake present too, right? Because Jake, once he gets something that his name, and he feel like he's better than, he studies Esau, man, because he doesn't see himself as a downtrodden. He thinks he's gonna be the pie, when in every secret council there's a secret within the secret.
Yeah. They showed you that in the movie Evil Well Behind, right? Where the guy, he didn't really get the message. He was saying there's guys that get the message and then they can escape and all hell breaks loose kind of thing, right? He didn't even get the message. He was quote unquote kind of up there as a Jake.
God, they give him a phone, that doesn't work.
Right.
Just call me, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Reach me, so he thought he was good.
Yeah. Hell nah, nigga. You get your Negro wake up call then, I guess.
These things hast thou done, and I kept silence. Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such an one as thyself.
The double agent. Like us. You think the world was going to no, man. Let us have my friends. You know what I mean? And we're cool. And some of you guys are cool too, man. They're cool with you, man. You're stuck somewhere, you caught, it's coming. You see what I'm saying? You want some gas, he's bringing it for you, man. And working your car, his finger bleeding. But it doesn't mean that in the kingdom, yeah. You get back the same way.
The Lord Paul said, make friends of the mammon of this world.
That's right.
Right? Don't overabuse it.
Don't go out there, with the pocket for its fringes on it. It's overzealous Israelite.
But I will reprove thee and set them in order before thine eyes.
That's right. So what we're seeing right now is being done in the spirit. Right? All this ray, this person blowing at that person, this person getting the food, and hey, listen, man, you're on the right beat in the first place. Right? We're neutral to what's happening. Right? It's supposed to happen because it's our land. You know what I mean? I ain't sorry for either side. Like it's bad because we're in the flesh, so we have it's sympathetic towards because it could be us. It happened to us. Our babies were being bashed. They put to death. With a sword, You know, the iPhone brought out where you know, like skeet with kind of big foot. Yeah.
With the plates.
Yeah. That's how they do it with the kids.
Wow.
Our kids.
Oh,
Yeah. So you know what I mean?
Catapulting them and yeah.
Where's upper then?
right.
Why isn't he spoken about that? Hey, this was happening to the so-called Negroes or the Indians? No people, right?
Right.
That's not about it.
But people don't consider what we went through, man. And they don't like to talk about the numbers of, you know, the billions and billions of Israelites that got put to death during those times, man. The numbers are undeniable, man. That's Esau's shame. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's go ahead.
Of Exodus 17, verse 8. It says, then came Amalek with Israel in Rephidim. When you go to the word Amalek, the Hebrew word there is Amalek. And it means, it says Amalek, dweller in the valley. It's a valley, Amalek is a low land. Right? So like, you know, when you talk about this, cave dwellers. Right? So you go back to the good land. So your country is and Moses said unto Joshua, choose us out and go out. Fight Amalek. Tomorrow I will come to the top of the hill with the rod of the Most High in my hand. Joshua and Moses had said to him, fight Amalek. And Moses, Aaron, and Hur went up to the top of the hill. It came to pass when Moses held up his hand that Israel prevailed, and when he let down his hand, Amalek prevailed. But Moses' hand was answered him, a stone, and put it under him, and he sat thereon, and Aaron and Hur stayed up his hands, like the one on the one side and the other on the other side. And his hand was laid until the going down of the sun. And Joshua is coming with Amalek and his people. And so Joshua is captured Amalek and his people on the edge of the sword. And the Lord Yahweh said to Moses, write this in the book and rehearse it in the ears of Joshua. So I will utterly put out the remembrance of Amalek on the heaven. And so all the land, the food, the air, that's how this man is. This man also is an enemy to the south. Man. So the Most High is going to utterly destroy Amalek. Right?
That was a good point. Just to add back onto what that brother is saying, because if you go before that battle, what were they doing when we came out of Egypt? They were traveling, right? Killing the old, the young, the lame, the pregnant woman. And they were doing that out of jealousy and hatred, man, and hate us. And that's Amalek. That's what they do. They always pick off the weak, so to speak. That's what they did. Because another example of that is during the time of slavery, when nobody wanted to give Jake treatment during slavery or to heal them, Amalek would come in with his physicians, and then he would give them something called treatment. He wouldn't heal them. So he would use chemicals and stuff and things of that nature to profit off of Jake when he's suffering. And that's exactly how Amalek acts, you know.
Isaiah,
Bring this up quick, man. Exodus 17 and 16, where he said, because the Lord Yahweh has sworn that the Lord will have war with Amalek from generation to generation, right? And we're in a new generation, and we're at war with Amalek again, man. Right? That right now they are the ones in rulership. They are the ones in power right now. Okay? But how we're warring with them is bringing out this word, bringing out this truth. Right? We're doing the information war right now. No? Go ahead. Huh?
Isaiah 14 and 21, prepare slaughter for children for the iniquity of their fathers, that they may not, so that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with the cities. For I will rise up against them, saith the Lord of hosts, and cut off from Babylon the name, remnant, son, and nephew, saith the Lord. And that's what's going to happen, man. It's going to be trading places. And like basically, I'm like whoever the elect is, right? Is gonna be able to look into like certain of these Edomites and they're gonna know that like you killed such and such, you know, in this past life, you know. So they're gonna be like a superpower, man.
And the same chapter you're reading up, it's speaking about Lucifer. So it says here, slaughter for his children. So there's Lucifer, the word seems to was taught. Does he have children? Does he have kids? You know what I mean? That's what it's talking about. Lucifer, it said he has come down as low as we, right? So this hell doctrine is being preached and being upheld as a place you go onto the earth and you burn forever. You know what I mean? This is how the cuts it. You know?
Isaiah 14 and Isaiah 14 and 12. Yeah, how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning?
So heaven is a place of loftiness. So there's three heavens, right? Where the Most High lives. In the heavens, where like the solar system, the moon, stars, you know, heaven, and his heaven, which Esau now resides. Esau is so-called white man, like he's Jerusalem of this earth, right? So it's kind of heavenly, right? Because he's not catching hell, right? The wicked elites, right?
Yeah, because look at Rothschild, like Servant and Rothschild, and then Jacob Rothschild. They died, but they died with trillions of dollars like for their children.
Right?
It says, how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning?
And the Most High is being facetious, mocking it. If you're God, right, and you have all this knowledge and all this wisdom, all this light, how come you defy the power? You know? That's what the author is saying. I would go back to the Heavenly Father, even though it's written by Isaiah. Right? The Heavenly Father's like, how'd you fall out? If you're God, how come that happened to you?
How art thou cut down to the ground, which did weakest the nations?
That's right. He took our nationality. He took our power. That's what weakened us. Right? We didn't know who we are. Right? We didn't know that Heavenly Father is Yahweh and His Son is Yahweh Shai, and it's the only way we can be redeemed and be brought back from the city. Right? God. Right? And through there, we do the nations. No, we don't care about them. But this happened to us. Right? It happened because we went off in idolatry, man, and sinning against the Most High. Okay? And it was you that pushed forward that lie. You know, you were Africans, right? You know, all this Egyptology. You're behind it. Egyptology. Right?
For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of the power.
And the stars, right? It's literal and figurative because the stars is us, right? And he is transcendent above us, but also he's putting his space junk, right, in the heavens, right, and watching over people, right. By way of a thing called satelloons. Some people call it satellites, but it's actually a satelloon. And they're falling out of the sky now. Some people find them in their backyards. You know, so what is this thing? And it doesn't make the mainstream news. They have to go on TikTok, man, or Instagram.
I saw that a couple weeks ago.
God. Right? I've been saying it because I've been seeing it in different TikTok posts, right? But now it's catching wind, right?
I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north.
And that's where we are. We're in North America, man. North. This is the whole continent is the side of the north, right? And who's in rulership? Esau, right? Everything it says in one. You want everything with the wilderness man, right? You want toilet paper to wipe your ass. Guess what? You have to go to him, right? Your woman's on a period and she wants feminine napkins. Just to go to him. You know what I mean? Everything you want, this man is in control of it. He can cut you off whenever he wants, man. All right? So he is ruling on the side of the north and the world. You know, everywhere you go, there's a thing called Edomite power. That's the true name of it. Edomite supremacy. He says it's white supremacy, but it's Edomite supremacy, man.
That's right. That's what politics is.
Con.
And even so, like, in my country, especially in America, they have an embassy, and just to back up the point, they have an embassy in all these other countries.
land.
That's right.
Right? So ultimately, you have the answer to Esau.
Right.
No?
Well, Jamaica's supposed to be a so-called black country, which is not, it's a plantation. But there's 7 ruling class, there's 13 families, and 7 of them are Muslim. And the 6 is Moab, sort of Chinese, Elam, sort of Indian, and the Arabs, man. That makes it 6. But he makes sure he's the 7th. You know?
I will ascend above the height of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit.
That's a threat, right? And that's going to be fulfilled via who? Yahweh Shai, man. Right? You may take out the power. That's why we're in people of guns, right? We ain't doing no Pilates time, but we're fit. You know? Our guns are the scriptures, man. Our guns are scriptures. Our weapons is not carnal, man. Our warfare is not carnal. It's about learning this scripture, applying it, right? And execute it as the Lord said. Thus say the Lord. That's our weapon, man. Our weapon is a sword. All right?
They that see shall narrowly look upon thee and consider, saying,
So we're considering, man, and we're narrowly, like with this guts. It's a distant, you know, is he going to say this the man? But at one point we see this man as a man of righteousness, man, as a man that has all the answers. You know what I mean? I speak of myself. If I went to doctors, whatever, I want to see the Edomite doctor, man, because I just thought he knew more, right? Because he's done. You know what I mean? Like all the universities, all these things, the statues, all of him. That's right. That's right. He's a man.
if you see the icons of of the Renaissance and shit, man, you know, it says they shall narrowly look upon thee, consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth
So
tremble?
see, Lucifer. Remember this. So the man is Lucifer. So the Bible says, is this the man that made the earth tremble? So that should get out of your mind. This Lucifer is this man, this being on the earth waiting for you, right? Waiting for you. You know, he's all decked out in a nice suit and a well-trimmed goat beard. You know.
That did shake kingdoms, that made the world as a wilderness.
And he did do that, right? That's what he says done, right? Like you have Leon's don't pay a single thing. Last year's model couches, right? And king size bed. Like why having a warehouse filled with beds, right? That was last year's model. Like you know, hey, that's last year's model. You know, a bed's a bed, man. You know. So you have all these trees cut for no reason. They tell you it's warming, right? And because the clouds are farting.
Yeah, that's the most I create the clouds too. Yeah, it's a bunch of that methane gas and all this bullshit. They actually taught me that in school, man. I went to high school, man. In science class. Grade 10. They're teaching that, man. And they really had you believe in that shit. Oh, yeah,
I never liked science.
You know what I mean? They're teaching that. I'm like, whoa.
Speaking like you know something.
Right.
Whoa.
It's in the textbook.
Go about warming goes the clouds, methane gas.
I got a bad grade in that.
That's
science. That made the world as a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of his prisoners.
That's right.
Because even with the whole America, man, there's a whole school to prison pipeline, right? Where a lot of Israelites are in these prisons, right? And it's a big stock. Jake is on the stock exchange in these prisons.
And going onto your mind, right? Because like we have your mind trapped, believing in one thing. We always do is say to set you free, man. Tell you who you are, right? That's so important, right? To know who you are and stop madness, man. Okay, stop calling them Jesus Christ. Stop calling them Allah, right? Because Esau has receipts. He knows who we are. Like how we know who he is, he knows who we are.
Right, they know.
Just to back up what the elder said, the school to prison pipeline. One of my earliest memories, must have been about grade one maybe, Canada. Police officer in the class doing you know, the police officers come in and meet the police officer presentation.
Yeah.
He's like,
yeah,
who
I
wants to
remember
try on the handcuffs? Right? The motherfucker put the handcuffs on me, bro. Right? But that's
The trauma, yeah.
But that's them programming you from young, man.
Yeah, because I remember when I was in like grade like 4 or 5, and they show like the drugs and stuff. Yeah, they're showing you like a whole bunch of different drugs. So I'm like,
To the holding cell?
no. Oh yeah. And I think I did or whatever. Yeah, like for like a fucking field trip. But it's like it's their wickedness, man. It's their
And that
wickedness.
handcuff was first called the torture cuff, right? Because actually torture, man, and they make it so the more if you try to pull it, it's tight on your hands.
Yeah, it constricts.
You know?
Isaiah 60, verse 10, and it reads, and the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls, and their kings shall minister unto thee. For in my wrath I smote thee, but in my favor have I had mercy on thee.
Right. This is when Israel is getting their get back, man. Okay, when Yahushua returns and he avenges Israel, we're set on high, and our kingdom is going to be established, man. Okay? We're going to have you heathens, especially the so-called white man, in slavery, man. The elites of you, man. Building up our walls, building up our gates, building up our kingdom, man. From, by hand, man. Okay, go ahead.
Therefore thy gates shall be open continually. They shall not be shut day nor night, that men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles.
Right, let's talk about trade, man. We're going to have trade open 24/7, man. Okay? Obviously, except for the Sabbath, but it's going to be day or night, man. Okay? Bringing in resources into our kingdom, man. Building it up. Human resources, slaves, man. Okay? Go ahead.
And that their kings may be brought.
That's right. Continual employment, man. All right? A lot of people in Canada, they talk about, they can't find a job and all these things. Well, guess what? Continual employment is coming under the... That's right.
Now hiring.
That's right, man.
Always hiring.
Yeah. But from the time you're born. That's right. You know what I mean?
It's gonna be a slow 1,000 years. Man.
Yep. Yeah, man. Because the days are going to be longer, right? The Lord, just like now, we talk about this, but the Lord is speeding up the time now. But in our kingdom, the days are going to be longer, man.
And that shows you protection as well, man. Just pure spiritual power and protection, because you can't leave your gates open at night.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
you gotta close your gate.
Yeah.
Who are you?
Stay your business.
Stay your business.
Yeah.
Right now, man. And it's just gonna be good.
Right.
Yeah.
You might better pray that when it says a day of the Lord, it's just 1,000 years. 1,000 a day, because if the Lord's applied to you guys, the Edomites, a day is 1,000 years.
He's running all the time. I think it's Revelation 12 verse 12. Right? It says the devil just cast up into prison because he knows that you have a short time left.
That's why Esau is always harping on punctuality in this kingdom, man. Being on time and clocking in, clocking out. He needs every hour out of you, right? You know? You gotta clock. Yeah.
The time part.
Right, man.
Yeah.
Devils, man.
Dave wants to see
Yeah. You know? Yeah.
Falling behind.
Exactly. And then, that shows you that they can't really fully enjoy their kingdom, man. Because they have a short time. Right?
And then even right now, that they have the whole 2030 agenda.
Right.
Like, and they're way behind. Because this whole agenda was supposed to already happen, man.
Right.
Like at least 10 years ago. Like even from 2000, right?
All right.
That whole NWO was supposed to come. And, but the whole Y2K thing.
And now they're rushing, so they're becoming sloppy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, when you rush.
Yeah.
Because what's that saying when you're like in construction? Fast and slow.
Yeah.
Everything's smooth. This man just
Oh shit, I'm rushing. Oh shit.
Let's get past it.
Well, look at this, a little basic, construction project, the Eglinton Crosstown, man. That's a shit show, man. You can't even get that in order when you're talking about the 2030 agenda and all vehicles being electric by 2030. and you don't even have the infrastructure for that.
It's almost 2025, man.
Yeah.
Right.
You know? So what's going on, man?
For the nation and kingdom that will not serve me shall perish. Yes, those nations shall be utterly wasted. The glory of Lebanon shall come unto thee, the fir tree, the pine tree, and the box together to beautify the place of my sanctuary. And I will make the place of my feet glorious. The sons also of them.
That's lucky. You're not gonna have power lines and rinky-dink trees like that. Look at these trees, terrible, man.
Hydro wires underneath.
Yeah.
You know those the green boxes?
Yeah.
Those pieces of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
This is a hazard. Look at this. Like you know?
You're not gonna have those transformers.
Yeah.
What's that shit? Gas lines.
What else? The nuclear reactors, the nuclear plants, and all that shit. Power plants. Yeah.
See, you gotta go by and trim this sun. Which one's a hazard, right?
Yeah.
No more plastic and all that shit.
Yes, sir. The sons also of them that afflicted thee shall come bending unto thee, and all they that despise thee shall bow themselves down at the soles of thy feet, and they shall call thee the city of the Lord Yahweh, the Zion of the Holy One of Israel. Whereas thou hast been forsaken and hated, so that no man went through thee, I will make thee an eternal excellency, a joy of many generations.
The Lord's going to beautify Israel. We're going to be great, man. They're going to know we're gods on the earth, man. You know? We're going to have a aura around us and all of these things, man. All of us. Man, women, and children. All right? These heathens going to have nothing to say, man. They're going to really know that we're gods, right?
Middle giants again. Never now. But the giants means like never now, man.
Right.
Yeah, definitely.
We're the fallen.
Yeah,
Right.
we're the fallen.
Yeah.
We fell.
Because in this kingdom, you see Esau. He's not going for real. Physically. He's not special about Esau. Nope.
Man's on
You know?
drugs.
Yeah.
Man does all kinds of drugs.
Right.
That's how they get down.
Yep. He's really nothing special.
Yeah, you put up that video of Trump.
Yeah. Big fool, man.
Well, yo, man, probably too much drink over there. Drinking.
Thou shalt also suck the milk of the Gentiles, and shalt suck the breast of kings. And thou shalt know that I, the Lord Yahweh, am thy Savior, and thy Redeemer, the mighty one of Jacob.
All that gold that you have stored up, these riches, all right, it's gonna be passed on unto us, man. So we're not worried, we're not tripping. Everything, you know, all the mines that you have, that you're harvesting gold and all these different metals, precious metals, man.
You put up that video.
keep-
Idris.
It's Elba.
Yeah, y'all was
Gold.
y'all was
Very
talking
good documentary. It's
about
on
it.
YouTube.
Well, keep doing that, man. You know, because we're gonna need that in the kingdom
And
anyway.
there's a lot of that here in Canada, man.
Right.
On them
Right in Ontario.
underground mines and shit.
Yep.
And like in your yo, man.
Esau is so bold faces. He's telling you, well, I got your shit. Yeah, make put up movies about it. Yeah. Good, man. You know, that's some bad man thing, man. Take your shit, see, y'all got it.
That's how far gone Jake is.
Gone.
He's looking at Jake like, you guys are never gonna rise.
Gone.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, what are you talking about? You're gonna fly. You're gonna what?
Demo, man. You know, I want to speak grades, man.
For brass I will bring gold, and for iron I will bring silver, and for wood brass.
That means multiplied resource, yeah. Accumulation, high accumulation of fine, precious resources, man. Go ahead, brother.
And our streets is gonna have all kinds of different stuff. Gold, sapphire. It's not gonna be like this concrete.
Hey, so we brother got a chance, Google salt mines of Poland and go to images, man. Beautiful, man. They have weddings there. Like a glass castle. Like, when you see it, right? And they have like special occasions there. Salt mines, man. Poland. Yeah, man, something like Poland and go images.
And that's how you know this man's wicked. 'Cause this concrete destroys your joints. Yeah, your cartilage, right? Kills you, man. So this man's wicked.
That's why people in Israel, for the most part, they walk barefoot, man. They connected with the ground. It's a thing that
Yeah.
New Age is
Salt,
called.
bro.
Perfect salt. You got the rubber shoes. You got the concrete. What kind of connection is it? Compressing your back.
So all this is
Messing
salt.
up your whole back. You know, your
And
joints,
it's healing.
your neck, everything.
I will also make thy officers peace and thine exactors righteousness.
That is called Polish.
Violence shall no more be heard in thy land, wasting or destruction within thy borders.
And now, all you have is violence in our land. Or you go to different Jake neighborhoods, the projects, okay? All you hear about is murders, what else? Domestic violence. That's another big one amongst Jake, you know, getting into it with your woman, right? Children and whatnot, right? Menstrual children bringing forth monsters, these little children oppressing their own people in their own neighborhoods, robbing, stealing, right? Go ahead.
But thou shalt call thy walls salvation and thy gates praise. The sun shall no more, the sun shall be no more thy light by day.
Esau, man. Wild E.
Satan's all here.
Wild E, man.
Right? Keep it up, bro. Salakia, like, you know, the violence will be no more heard in that gate, right? You hear about like places like Chicago, man. And every long weekend, like 50 people shot. Yeah, you know, it's not firecrackers that's going off on a long weekend, man. You know, so that's violence, man. That's, you know, that's what's called PTSD. Living in a state of shell shock all the time, man. You know, it's a crazy place.
They got their bit of a swivel, man.
Yeah.
Standing, talking to the camera. You know, it's a cop.
Right, yeah. Yeah. Right. Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like, yeah, man, that's a
Yeah.
plague. That's a curse.
That's a
Right? That's called the astonishment of heart.
right.
Fearful of the mind. You know?
Do not just to preserve their life, though. They have to do this. You know? Like, yeah.
Hey, there's a video put up right in Sioux City. He got a surprise birthday party from his woman. But he came in the darkness. People pull out the step right away. Oh, shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's Jake's Lincoln, man. You know? Like Abel. Go ahead.
It's like also like that show The Wire, because that show is infamous. Shows you how Jake is living in Baltimore, Maryland. They call that place Bodymore. And they call it, instead of Maryland, they call it Murderland. But you see like how it is a game with our people on how they treat crime. You know, it's just a game to them. It's not going to be like that in the kingdom where you're going to be going to the stash house, getting re-up. You got to put this dude, you got to speak on the payphone. You can't say certain words on the phone. Yeah, it's not going to be like that. Holy crap.
Neither for brightness shall the moon give light unto thee, but the Lord Yahweh shall be unto thee an everlasting light, and thy power thy glory.
Christians like to make it, you know, Christians like to misinterpret that scripture and say there's not going to be no sun, and you know, Yahweh Shai is just going to be the sun, the light. Like, you guys are bugged out. No, man. That's just referencing under everlasting wisdom, man. Okay, we're referencing Yahweh Shai, like, wow, this is the glory. Like, people like to worship the sun and the moon in this society. Do they not? Right, but that's all going to be taken away, man. Everything's going to be put in its proper perspective again. When Yahweh Shai sets that order again, man. Right? What? The sun, because the sun and the moon, they have to be on the earth, man. That's the ordinance.
The Lord set up the ordinance.
Forever. Right.
All right, so this is Proverbs chapter 6, verse 23, because the light is really the law, statutes, the commandments, right?
God.
So it's, for the commandment is a lamp and the law is a light. and reproofs of instruction are the way of life. Keep thee from the evil woman, from the flattery of the tongue of the strange woman. So it's really the laws that you can let us light. Really, that's how the Lord is going to be a light unto us, because we have the laws written inside of us, right?
That's right.
So, yeah.
Just like the people that go out, like the Kemetic people, there's a scripture in the book of Psalms that says the Lord is a sun.
See? The sun.
Bruh! You know what I mean? Like, there's some stupid shit, man. Go in the ways of Yahweh.
Yeah.
That's their forefathers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Well, you can't drink water.
Yeah.
You know?
Revelation 12, verse 1. And there appeared a great wonder in heaven, a woman clothed with the sun, and the moon under her feet, and upon her head a crown of 12 stars. Right, that's just backing up you bug out Christians saying there'll be no sun in the kingdom. The sun and the moon is just symbolic of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Right? Isaiah 60, verse 20. Thy son shall no more. Yeah. Thy son.
You know, you need this. You know, when you're looking at a sunset, you look up in the sky. It's therapeutic, man. You know, sunrise, right? You're on an island somewhere, man. You know, it's a vibe, man. It's a vibration. The Most High set up, man. You know, you get vitamin D from the sun. All right, it brings forth life for the plants to grow. All types of things, man.
Isaiah 60 and 20. Thy sun shall no more go down, neither shall thy moon withdraw itself. For the Lord Yahweh shall be thine everlasting light, and the days of thy mourning shall be ended. Thy people also shall be all righteous.
That's right, because Jake.
Who's thy people?
Right.
What does that mean, thy people?
Fine. And it said yeah. It's like and it said the days of the morning shall be ended, right? Who's in mourning? Who's always in the state of the blues? The Israelites, man. So-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, man. Who's in the state? Oh, who has mental health issues? Jake, man.
Who had their affliction forwarded.
Right.
Everyone wants to say, hey, there are slaves everywhere.
Yeah.
There's slaves everywhere. You were getting killed and pillaged. Right, but when you actually look into the history of how these people were treated, right, it was a deliberate genocide, man. You know, on a grand scale of all nations. All you nations have your problems, but you came together into one conglomerate and you said, you know what, fuck these people, let's keep them down. Oh, they're the Lord's chosen people, we're going to make them keep sinning. That's the antidote. That's what they thought, but the Lord, he has a remnant, man. Remnant saved.
All these other nations, you know, nations in the East, they have certain traditions that they carry on from the past. You know? They know their heritage goes to a certain part, man. For Jake, they don't know, man.
Well, during the time of after the Renaissance, 1600s, 1800s, right? Why did they go out and start looking up all the different artifacts in the scriptures? Right? They started going into the Middle East, to Egypt, to Mount Ararat, and saying, okay, if this is true, let's go find it out. They did find it. They found that Noah's Ark was real, that Egyptians were drowned in the flood, right, in the sea. Right? They found all these things, and that's why, what was it, in the 1800s or late 1700s, they created a thing called the Bible Destruction Group, or Bible Destruction Society, you know, to discredit the scriptures. And then they put their professors into the Bible colleges, right? So they can pretty much take away the shine from the scriptures. And that was all from the Most High anyway, right? He used the Edomites at the top of your power to do that, to trick people. Oh, the Bible is a book of fairy tales. But who wrote the Bible? Oh, we have all these manuscripts translated and all this jargon, man, right? Which the Lord had made them, his men, weave through that and actually find the truth within that. Right? Because we got the 1611, and you know what lineage that comes from. You know, it was very, it took a lot of effort to translate that. Yeah, 42 translators. Go ahead.
Jeremiah 8, verse 1. At that time saith the Lord Yahweh, they shall bring out the bones of the kings of Judah and the bones of his princes.
That's what you call archaeology. Esau goes and dusts off this, and oh, we have a site here, and we got to take off this zone and here, right? That's what they found. They found this king and that king, and their remnants of this relic, and right? And that's why the Most High, he hid Moses' body, right? So they couldn't find him. If they would have dug him up, and oh, here's Moses, what have you done? You know, devils, man.
And the bones of the and the bones of the priests, and the bones of the prophets, and the bones of the inhabitants of Jerusalem out of their graves.
Yeah, Esau likes to quantify everything, right? Okay, here we got King Uzziah, here we got King David. This is right. Most I don't want that, right? He did certain things just to prove and credit that the scriptures were real through the damn Edomites and all the other nations through the Jakes, right? As a testimony, but that whole all those mysteries, the Lord still has a lot of mysteries that do not even access. Like for example, Mount Sinai, right? You can't go up there, man. They got a fence. If you go up there, the military comes. You can't just go up there, Mount Sinai. I'm just going to hike. Yeah. Go ahead.
Back in Isaiah 60 and 21, thy people also shall be all righteous. They shall inherit the land forever. The branch of my planting, the work of my hands, that I may be glorified. A little one shall become 1,000, and a small one a strong nation. I, the Lord Yahweh, will hasten it in his time.
There's going to be 6 in the kingdom, man.
Wally for youth, Wally for children, Wally for youth.
Multiple wives.
No?
Yeah.
No Paris must have rules.
Yeah.
Looks like you're in my head. You have that thing?
The crazy thing about it is when we get the new bodies, those are just going to be additions. Like we're taking the herbs. Imagine taking the herbs in the kingdom. We're not even going to need it in the kingdom, but imagine taking it in the kingdom. It's just going to amplify it 1,000 times more.
How are the herbs going to eat?
Right.
They're going to be way more strong.
That's right.
Right now they're weak.
Right.
The scripture says the herb is weak, man. It's morning.
Right.
It's old. It's actually it's in its old age, man.
Right.
Right. So the strength of it, right, the people are less. If the people are less, that means what the people ate and the resources became less as well. Right. In the ancient world, we were great, man. We were just on a different level, and I'm not even talking about the medieval time where you had a cabinet. You had a cabinet that was a regular cabinet drawer was like this 10 feet tall, man. Right. When you look up the old medieval times, it was like a cabinet with the mirror and everything. Big as hell, man. So you go back another 500 to 1,000 years, how great men were, how top the herbs were, and the food. So we're coming back to the, and the Lord said He's going to do better for us now than in the beginning. So we can't even imagine how it's going to be.
Isaiah 20:26 says, the moon shall be as it says, moreover, the light of the moon shall be as the light of the sun. The light of the sun shall be sevenfold, as the light of 7 days. In that day, Lord Yahweh power bindeth up the breach of his people and healeth the stroke of their wound. So it goes that the sun and the moon is because the knowledge you cannot understand it. That's what the sun is doing right now. So the knowledge of
Genesis 1:1. In the beginning, the powers created the heaven and the earth, or the Elohim, the Elohim. Right? And the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. Right? And the spirit of the powers moved upon the face of the water. And the power says, let there be light, and there was light. So the light and darkness is going to be needed. Like, so Jake, who's talking about how you say that you don't need the sun or whatever, like, you're crazy.
You got Jake saying, hey man, this is the promised land, right? America. This is Jerusalem. This is where we live, right? What they'll need it, man. Right? So he that is ignorant, let him remain ignorant still. You know, you got a lot of Israelites that are bandwagon Israelites, right? Going out there because they get 10,000, 20,000 views, you know, and then they feel nice, and they don't really understand what this is really about, man. The hour of temptation is coming for your ass.
Right.
It's gonna pull at you, at your deepest necessities, man. Right? All the things you need, not even want. Right? Never mind your wants, man. It's the things you need. You're gonna have to depend on the Lord. So a lot of Israelites are just gonna flake off, man.
Proverbs 21:16. The man that wandereth out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead. Right? So according to what you're saying, okay, you want to be following after your own lust, not really understanding the gravity of this truth. Right? Doing this thing for quote unquote clout, fame, not really understanding this is about how shine, what he has set up. Okay? It's deadly serious, man. We're not doing this for praises of men. We're doing this to be saved, man. Okay?
Seek ye out your own salvation with fear and trembling.
That's right, man.
So pretty much that's talking about the walking dead, you know, spiritually.
Yes.
Congregations dead. You got a lot of our people, they're zombies out there.
Mhm.
That goes back to
Exactly.
Valley of
That's right.
dry bones, Ezekiel 37.
Yep.
You got a lot of dead bones that Ezekiel saw, and they're not awakened to the truth because they don't have the breath, they don't have the knowledge. Going back to Genesis, the second chapter. 'Cause that's the same type of life and breath that Adam got, which is the word. A lot of our people, they're in a really dead state. Dead state.
Wisdom of Solomon 7:25. Speaking about that breath. Wisdom. Talking about that breath. If you don't have breath, it means you're dead, man. Right? I'm just walking around, you know, aimlessly. You know, got a cigarette lying down your ear. You know?
Smoking that dirty cannon with that weed stinks, man. Stinks. You wanna as a preacher?
I got a scripture. This is scripture. This is Romans 13:1. It says, "Let every soul be subject unto the higher powers, for there is no power but of Yahweh. The powers that be are ordained of Yahweh. Whosoever therefore resists the power, resists the ordinance of Yahweh, and they that resist shall receive to themselves damnation. For rulers are not terror to good works, but to the evil. Will thou then not be afraid of the power? Do that which is good, and thou shalt have praise of the same. For he is the minister of Yahweh to thee for good."
And that goes into the time we're coming into, because you have to take with good cheer that Esau's under the orders of how Bashim Yahshua, right? So what's going to happen has to happen, no matter how it affects you or your family or whoever, right? You got to know what path you're on. So when all this shit comes down, then you're, oh shit, Esau shooting people, and this is going on, right? But if you're faithful to the Lord's going to deliver you from all these things, right? And it's going to be near death situation, right? I'm not saying you're so far off. You're going to be near death, man. Right? Constantly. And then evermore you're going to know, okay, the Lord, He asked me to do this. There's so many situations, right? Yeah. It's going to make you praise Him more, praise Him more, right? Go ahead. Yeah, that's right.
And Yahushua, he was subject to that as well, because guess what happened to him versus Pontius Pilate? You know, he still had to sit there and listen to him, and he had to be rebuked by his own people. Well, not really rebuked, but accused, falsely accused by his own people. He had to go through that. So who are we? That's the Lord of Lords. So,
And also, Yahshua said the scripture parallel, you can't do nothing unless the Most High allows you to. So, you can't do anything, you have to Most High allows you.
Says, but if thou do that which is evil, be afraid, for he beareth not the sword in vain. For he is the minister of Yahweh, a revenger, to execute with wrath upon him that do evil. Wherefore he must needs be subject, not only for wrath, but also for the conscience sake. For this cause pay he tribute also, for there are gods of ministers, attending continually upon this very thing. Render therefore to all their dues, tribute to whom tribute is due, and custom to whom custom, fear to whom fear, and honor to whom honor.
Yeah, fuck it, I'm not gonna do my taxes. You don't gotta do taxes. See, it says under this code, I'm not gonna tribute. You know we're under bondage, man. We're subject to payments. And we know this system is bullshit. We're not even supposed to be using this so-called money.
Did I not?
quick precept. This is Matthew chapter 22, verse 21. It says, He say unto them, Caesar's, and saith he unto them, Render therefore unto Caesar's the thing which are Caesar's, and unto the things of the Most High that are the things of the Most High. When they had heard these words, they marveled and left their way. So they have to pay your taxes. This place is on the money, you're not their kingdom. So you have to pay tribute for that period of time. Right? So remember the scripture says, for Esau the end of the world, Jacob is the beginning of it, and fallen. So we're still in Esau's world, not the end of it, but we're still in it. So we still have to obey.
We're POWs. Hey, look at all the people that went balls deep in the Cobra things. These surfing. Fuck you. They'll get to me when they get to me. What are they getting to a lot of people? You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, if you had Israelites like this, look what happened. You still gotta live like Paul said, man. You're all subject. You gotta one day at a time, man. And be happy. If you had something to eat, you had 2-3 meals a day, that's beautiful, man. Barak Teyah, Barak Teyah Shah. You have a roof over your head, you have a chariot, Barak Teyah, Barak Teyah Shah.
Sure.
You know?
This is 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 13. Submit yourselves to every ordinance of man of the Lord's sake, Yahushua, whether it be to the king as supreme, or unto governors as unto them that are sent by him for the punishment of evildoers, and for the praise of them that do well.
Go ahead.
That's why.
Go ahead.
Fine. And that's why Esau can't really find no fault with the Israelites, because we're law-abiding citizens. You see what I'm saying? Like, because we pay our taxes, we work our jobs, right? They have no. They're gonna have to really start. In order for them to persecute us, they're gonna have to start throwing cheap shots.
Yeah, it's gonna be a smear campaign.
Yeah.
It's a defamation.
Right.
Defamation of character. You got the deep fake AI shit.
Right.
People aren't ready for that. You know, they can do whatever the hell they want.
Yeah.
It says, and for the praise of them that do well, for so is the will of Yahweh, that with well doing he may put to silence the ignorance of the foolish men, as free and not using the liberty for hope of maliciousness, but as the servants of Yahweh, honor all men, love the brotherhood, fear Yahweh, and honor the king.
Right, that's why Paul said as well, if it be possible, live with all men peaceably, in peace. Right? Now I'm going to read what the brother read in the NLT, 1 Peter 2 and 13. Right? It says, for the Lord's sake, respect all human authorities, whether the king as head of state or the officials he has appointed. For the king has sent them to punish those who do wrong and to honor those who do right. So that when the police, like the police used to bother us, we could never get caught. Right? When the police used to bother us, we just have to bring out the scripture and be scripture. And And guess what? They left us alone, man. It took a while. And they wanted to arrest us, get us off the street. But the Lord, you know, we're in the stead of the Lord, man. We're in the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So they were literally fighting against Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And then that's why the sergeant, I forgot what year it was, 2013 or 14, he died, man. Right? Yeah, you had a crazy guy hijack a snowplow, and he rammed the snowplow into the sergeant's car, man. And the guy was trying to shoot. Pull out the gun, shoot him. Drove right through him, man. And then he wasn't found guilty because he was insane. That was the Lord, man.
That's the Lord.
That's right.
Right?
That's right.
It says,
So even with that, like the higher power, they can't just make their move on the elect like that, man. Because they know a spiritual power is dealing with us, man. You know.
verse 15, it says, "It is the Most High's will that your honorable lives should silence those ignorant people who make foolish accusations against you." Yeah, they stockpiling guns and you guys are training and explosives. No, man, we don't have none of that, right? So there's no accusations that you can throw at us, man, other than the smear campaign, right? And setting up false Israelites that do want to do that dumb shit.
Right,
and then trying to pile us up into one cattle, like black Hebrew Israelites, black. Right? It says, verse 16, "For you are free, yet you are God's slaves, the Most High slaves. So don't use your freedom as an excuse for evil."
Alright, so we're going to close up. So with that, we're going to give our glory and honor and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. We say Kwam Yasharala,
Kwam Yasharala.
Abad Baba,
Abad Baba.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom.